Hey everybody, welcome to the review for Transformers Studio Series MTMTE Collection Wheeljack. This is the Wheeljack that was featured in Transformers Devastation. It's basically just a repaint of the Earthrise mold. You know, they've done it like 3 or 4 times now, so we got to squeeze one more out. Maybe. I think Studio Series 86 is releasing a Wheeljack next year, so it's either going to be another repaint or a new mold, which I'm hoping for because we've had this guy for, I think it's been 5-6 years now, so I think it's time to get this guy a new mold. But yeah, I just picked this guy up for about $17. I was kind of teetering on whether I wanted to get him or not since I have the Earthrise version, but I do like the white featured on this one, so I wanted to get wanted a little upgrade just for the time being. And they always got sales going on at Target, so yeah, I was like, hey, cheaper version, let's get it. But you can see here we got some really nice artwork of Wheeljack on the box. Hasbro's really stepped up their game recently with the packaging, even on the Age of the Primes and the normal Studio Series stuff. So, I mean, they're doing a fantastic job. On the back, you can see the figure. You know, up here you can see the game model. New paint job. But yeah, let's go ahead and crack this guy open and see what he's all about. And here we have Wheeljack out of the packaging. And you can already tell, like, the colors on this really make this mold pop. I know that was a problem with the original, is just the Earthrise version had a very darker tone to it, and it just really didn't bring out what the mold was capable of. I mean, it was a great mold. Don't get me wrong, like, the toy is great, but and you can tell on this, like, the light gray on his arms look really good. The cell shading around his canopy, it really just, all these colors make him pop. I mean, you can look at his face here. You can see on his eyes, they're painted blue. You know, it looks like Wheeljack from the cartoon. Even if it's missing the colors up here, you know, that make it G1, I still think this looks really good. I do wish there was some more paint on the foot over here, because I know they're trying to go for, like, the Generations Wheeljack colors, and I'll show that off later, but I do think this needed a little more color on his foot. On the back, there's no color at all. It's just plain white back here. No details on here like the Earthrise version. But yeah, I mean, you're getting what you get with this. I mean, it's not trying to be the definitive Wheeljack. It's just trying to fill a void for whoever wants the Devastation lineup. Wheeljack does come with 2 weapons. He comes with a blaster, you can see, and that did not come with the original Earthrise. I believe this is from the Autobot 5-pack. So that's pretty nice. And then over here he comes with his little shoulder cannon. So that's cool. And yeah, I mean, he's a very bare bones character. He doesn't get a lot of accessories. I mean, you could take off these things back here and put them over here if you want to. Make a little shield, if that's something you want to do. And for articulation, Wheeljack cannot look up, but he can slam his face into his canopy if you need to do that. He can look to the left, to the right, can move all the way around. His shoulders do go up, go down, all the way around if you need to do a little karate chop on a Decepticon. His elbows do bend. Get a nice bend out of that. He has a wrist swivel, mostly due to transformation. He has a waist swivel, which is becoming rare on some Transformers nowadays for some reason. He can bend at the knee. It's a very nice bend. I would give that a 10 out of 10 on bends for the knee. And he does have a little foot rocker right there, so you can have him stand any way you so please. Look at that. Very nice stuff. So let's go ahead and do some comparisons here. Let's bring in the Earthrise version of Wheeljack, and you guys can see how these two look together. So there you go. I mean, they're both trying to do 2 different things, so I would say it's more of a pick your poison ordeal, where do you want a realistic looking one or do you want a cartoon accurate one? Or I wouldn't say cartoon accurate, but cartoon looking one. I think the Autobot 5-pack version is a little more accurate, but yeah, you can see. I mean, they're doing 2 different things. I like the extra paint on the old one, but I do like the white and the cell shading on the new one and the light gray. I think that really makes the mold pop. So you can see that, and then I also want to bring in the Generations Wheeljack so you guys can see, because Devastation used a similar look to him, at least his vehicle mode for the game. So you guys can see they're kind of taking some aspects of this and translating it to the new mold here. The chests are different though. They got a stripe here, but he's got kind of that going on. You can see the old one's a chunkier looking boy. So there you go. And then we'll bring in the Cybertron version from Legacy. So there you got that. And the whites on these and the gray match up really, really good. That was the reason I wanted a new one, because the Earthrise version just didn't have the colors to match that. So I really, really dig having an Earth mode version that matches it. So there you go. And then we'll bring in his counterparts from the game. We got Sideswipe and Mr. Optimus Prime here, and Sideswipe lost his missile. So there you go, a missileless Sideswipe with him. But yeah, I mean, Optimus is really small compared to these guys, so he's not gonna compare well with them. But I think these two look really good together. So yeah, and then we'll bring out the behemoth, Mr. Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus, and look at that. Look how these two look together. I really like how these colors just go with his. I mean, it's weird just how we can look at that, and it really looks good. At least to me, it looks really good. I mean, some of you guys might say the old one looks better, but I really like his lighter white color with the blue on here, and it just goes really well with Optimus. So yeah, there you go. So this is the part of the toy I have my problems with. The lack of paint really, really shows in the vehicle mode. I guess that's kind of what they're going for, but at the same time, the original design that they're basing this off of had a lot more paint going on over here. But I do really like the cell shading over here on his windshield. That looks really, really nice. I like that a lot. And then over here, the stripe that kind of meets down here. Nothing going on back here, though. Bare bones back here. Yeah, I mean, there's just not much going on here. I mean, it's a really solid-looking Wheeljack, but, I mean, for any, like, aesthetics, I mean, you're not really getting much. I mean, this is definitely probably going to be a Toy Hacks work job here to get that number over here and maybe extend that out. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and do some comparisons here. Let's bring in the Earthrise version, and you can see a lot of differences, a lot of lack of paint with the new one, which is severely disappointing. I mean, you can see it just looks unnatural. I mean, maybe it's just me, but the side of this just looks so unnatural without something separating this. I mean, even over here, it's got all this going on. And I don't need all this going on, but like the number or maybe like a stripe, I mean, that would have really helped too, but they left that unpainted. On the back, you can see it's black over here, nothing here. The spoiler has a little logo over here, nothing, but that's not really a big problem for me. Nothing on the back there, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, you can see it's different up here. You know, just a lot of lack of paint. I like the cell shaded windows though. I really like that look. But, you know, I also like the see-through. I've never been somebody who doesn't like the clear plastic until it breaks on me. That's where I draw the line. But usually, like the look of the figure, it really doesn't bother me that much. But nowadays, I am starting to switch to this cel-shaded look. I think these are much better, more durable, which is more important than, this. I don't need this aesthetic if it's going to break. So, yeah, I really like that. But, yeah, that's how those two look together. And then we'll bring in the other two like before. So we got the Generations and the Cybertron Wheeljack. You can see this big old mammoth here. Really doesn't have anything to do with this. He's just here. But this is the main thing I wanted to get to, is that since these two are trying to do the same thing in a way, I really am disappointed with how they executed it here, because this is okay, but on the hood, I mean, I don't even know what happened. I don't know why it's like that when this one's so much bigger. They could have easily done that. And then even a stripe, like I was saying earlier, just a little stripe here would have broke that up. The back, it's even got like gray here. I mean, that honestly, this isn't really that bad for me. I'm not going to nitpick that part of it that much. But there's paint back here. So, I mean, I'm comparing apples and oranges in a way, because this is just a quick cash grab remake or repaint. So you're going to get what you get, but I do wish they went the extra mile at least and did it right. But, you know, you're going to get what you get. So let's go ahead and bring in his other pals from the game. Let's get Sideswipe and Optimus in here. You can see them. The fearless teeny tiny leader here. The cell shading looks really good on them. I don't know why they went for a lighter color with him and the other two got darker. I'm not sure if it's like that in the game, because it's been like maybe, God, 2015 was 10 years ago, so it's been like 10 years since I played it. But yeah, I mean, that's how they look together. Not bad. I mean, get him out of here. But these two look really good together. So I like that. And then we'll bring in the last one, the big boy, Convoy. Look at this guy. Great toy. But yeah, you can see these two together look really, really good. I mean, I really dig that. I like the way they look together. Again, if they had more paint, it'd be even better. But like this, it's not that bad. So when it comes to Studio Series Devastation Wheeljack, he's just there. You know, he's not supposed to be the Wheeljack, so he's kind of just weird in between, because I know 86 Wheeljack's coming next year. I don't know if he's just going to be the Autobot 5-pack version or if it's going to be a brand new mold. But this guy is just supposed to be here to get some extra money. I mean, you're either getting him to complete a Devastation lineup, or you don't have a Wheeljack that looks like the cartoon. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons you'd get him, but he's not like a figure that people are going to be clamoring for. So, I mean, he'll be easy to pick up. I'm sure he'll be a shelf warmer there. So, but he's not a bad figure at all. I just really wish they upped it with the paint, and that would really make it like a high suggestion for me. But he's lacking in that department, so he doesn't get a very high rating here. But for collectors, I would rate him probably a 7. He's really solid, but he is missing a lot of the aspects that would, I'd say, make him perfect. I mean, even as a Devastation Wheeljack, he's lacking in some areas, so there's a lot to be desired here. If you're buying this for your kid on a parent scale, I would give this a solid 8 or 9. Let's go ahead and just go with the 9, because kids aren't really going to notice the lack of paint in these areas. They're just going to be like, oh, it's a cool Transformer and he looks cool. So if you want to get your kids, like if they like these kind of Transformers, I definitely would suggest a good birthday or Christmas present with this guy. He would definitely do a good job in that department. He's not hard to transform. The only problem I could see is maybe these pieces popping out, but they don't seem as flimsy as the Earthrise version, so I don't think you'll have a problem there, but I don't know. I wouldn't give it to young kids, but yeah, I mean, he's an okay figure. I definitely, if you can get him on sale, that's when I would say get him. I wouldn't pay full price for him unless you don't have a Wheeljack and you need one and you don't want to wait for 86. Then I would say, okay, then you can warrant that price. But if you have a Wheeljack, just get him on sale. So yeah, I mean, I want to hear what you guys think too. Transformers is a very diverse community, so we all have very differing opinions, some more radical than the others. Some of you guys might hate this guy. Some of you guys might really love him. And some of you guys might just be like I am, where it's like, meh. You know, he does a great job as a cartoon-style Wheeljack, but he doesn't add anything. So yeah, make sure to subscribe if you like watching the videos. That really helps me out, and leave a like too. Leave your comments down below so I can read what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.